Hi, I'm the Remote Chief. Welcome to my channel on the YouTube network. Today, I'm going to talk about the Yuneec Q500 G. What I really want to talk about is how to connect the G to the Q500, put it safely inside the gimbal, safely uninstall the gimbal protection, put the right wires in the right places, show you where and what you have to do inside the SD10 Plus, just in case anyone needs a video tutorial to get them up in the air and going on their first day when they get their Yuneec Q500 G. Now, I don't always like wearing the GoPro on my head, and I know I look like probably a moron, but I wear it for you guys because I know I could be a little more in depth and you might see a little more detail when I have the camera up here. So with these two angles, stay tuned as we bring you through how to connect your GoPro to the Typhoon G. Don't forget, you can also slap it on the handheld gimbal that they provide at any time, which is awesome. Okay, first thing you want to do is flip your whole bird on top of its back here and look at it on your lap. You're going to see there's a dark colored protection. Now, a lot of people were a little uneasy about it, and some people weren't sure. Some people yanked it maybe and almost broke their gimbal apparently, so they wished it was a different color, I heard, by the drone doctor and some other people. And I think these are good comments and concerns. So you just got to make sure that you pull it off right. I like to do from the top here, open it up, and it tends to loosen the whole body, and then you can take it right off. So again, from here, I loosen these two sides, kind of loosens the frame, and it pops right off. There you go. That's the protection gear. The protection cover you should always put back on the Yuneec Q500 when you're done. Make sure your GoPro gimbal is nice, safe, and secure. You don't want to damage it while you're traveling. It's one thing to damage it while you're flying or doing something awesome, but damage it while you're traveling, that's a bummer. Always put your protection cover on. With that off, we can now explore how to put on the Hero 4. And this is the Hero 4 Black Edition. This is the camera that they would like you to get, but I'm sure you can use your 3 Plus, or the Silver, or any of those types of cameras as well. Okay, the first thing we're going to want to do is get our GoPro out, get our antenna, and find this accessory bag and take out the wires inside. This wire you do not have to connect at first, but you probably could for other reasons. It goes into the power port here and then plugs into the gimbal. This cord is the most important cord you need. The first thing you want to do with this cord is plug it in to the GoPro. Then you're going to want to take a look at your gimbal, and you're going to want to slide your GoPro from the back in like so, with that USB already plugged in, and align it with that notch and push it nice, safely, and secure in. What I would like to do is run this cord up, make sure it's coming from up here, not down there. I don't think it's going to get tangled anyway, but I think it's a good idea to run it up. Then there's an audio jack here, if you can see, on the side of the MK58. You're going to want to push that in. Boom. Boom. Now, your GoPro needs to be secure. Out of the accessory bag was a small screw. You're going to want to place this screw into this circular hole here. In the instructions, it wasn't perfectly clear. It said push the screw in. I thought maybe here. I was trying to push the screw in here. It took me a second. I didn't know exactly where to put it. So remember, it's this back plate here, and there's a little circle that fits this screw exactly right. Takes a second to get them aligned, but once they're aligned, they screw in nice. And you just want to go a little more than finger tight. Safe and secure, not too much and over thread it. Nice and tight on the back of the GoPro. Boom. There's one more wire we have to connect. We're not done yet, folks. It's this cord here, this black cord coming out. And what we want to do is we want to plug it onto the left side of the gimbal. And if you look at the cord closely, you can see that there is an arrow right here. Very hard to see, but there's an arrow right here. And that is going to want to be on the top of the cord. So that's how you know to face the cord up. Hold the gimbal to the side. And this has been a little challenging each time I've done it. So take your time and don't get frustrated. Once you're in, you'll feel a tight push, almost like, slightly like a snap, but not really. And if you tug on it a little bit, you'll know you're snug and nice and tight. Boom. There's one last thing we need to connect, and that's the antenna. There's two gold parts here, a gold section in there, a gold section here. And you're going to push that up here, put these two gold sections together, and then use the tip of your thumb in that slot to push it in even a little tighter. Move it back and forth a little bit. And I believe it is supposed to move back and forth, so as it moves, you know, it'll always kind of be more down facing you as the quadcopter moves, which is a good feature. So here we go. We now have everything ready. We open up the back door of the drone by pushing in, and it takes off the clamp and spits off the door. We have our battery here ready to go. They usually give you it about a little over half charged, which is where you should keep it, at about 10.5, 10.6 volts if you can. First thing we're going to want to do is turn on our ST10 Plus. Here we go. ST10 Plus is turning on. Love that sound. Absolutely love that sound. That only takes about 30 seconds. The first thing we're going to want to do is turn on our GoPro. And if you were about to start flying, I would hit the record button as well and get that going. Because remember, you can't hit record from this button and these buttons. That's a bummer right now. Maybe further firmware will make this a change, and I think it will. But as of right now, we cannot hit picture and video to take a picture or to take video with the GoPro. The best workaround people are using is the little remote in your hand, but that will probably get you 100 to 150, maybe 200 feet if you're lucky. That being said, you can still capture beautiful 4K video with the GoPro, so no worries. I'm really happy with that. So once the ST10 Plus is on, you've turned your GoPro on and put it in record mode if that's what you're about to be doing, you can turn on the Typhoon G. The reason why I say to turn the GoPro on first is because I personally don't like touching any part of my gimbal at all while it's on. Being forceful, any type of force near or on the gimbal could hurt it. I don't like to touch it, so you could touch it, your GoPro beforehand, turn the record button on, and then let your gimbal do its thing. The gimbal looks like it initiated. You can pick up the drone a little bit, give it a little shake. It's cool, it's ready to go. Let me see now. If I go down to here, the red turned into home. If I go up the middle, in angle mode is purple, which is cool. Let me show you that again real quick. So you know you're blinded when, if you go down to home, blinking red. You stay in the middle, you're at the purple, and you go back to the top, you're at the green light. Green is smart mode, purple is angle mode, and all the way down at the bottom, that's blinking. When it's coming home, it's blinking bright red. Okay, so as of right now, I'm still looking for a GoPro video signal. The GoPro is on. You double check, make sure it's on. It's on, it's in video mode. It has an SD chip inside. I've plugged this cable in. I've also plugged in the micro USB to the side of the GoPro. So at this point we can go to the flight settings, we can go to bind, and we can see that there's the MK58, and we hit that and we connect to the flight system. Sometimes you just have to do a little extra work to connect. Sometimes it connects immediately. It all depends. But boom, and look at like that, we're logged in. Double tap, opens up, shows me that I'm shooting at 1080 at 60 with the medium frame. It's pretty cool. Really, really like it. Pick this up. Wow. No, you can really pick that up on camera, but the feeling and the movement is just really nice. Just like the CG03. Almost even better, maybe it's a GoPro. It looks beautiful. Really, really like the GoPro lens and the way it reacts to different lighting and situations. I'm going to press record now here on the GoPro, slide this footage in, see how still it is. I told you not to do that, but we're just doing it quick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm shaking this drone around, as you can see, shaking, baking, shake-a-raking. Woo-wee. Wow. That thing is getting rock solid. Back and forth, left and right. And we'll show you that GoPro footage in a second to show you how rock solid the Yuneec GoPro gimbal is. I can't believe we're going to be able to slap it on this handheld and run around with it too. That alone to me is worth $500, and I can't believe you could have gotten this on Black Friday for only $6.99, folks. That is an absolute steal in the market right now. Again, you're going to see a red button here, red light on the camera when you're recording, so you know you're recording, which is awesome. Shows you your run time, how much time you have left to record, how much you are recording. And then again, manually, you just have to tap the record button there, and it goes back to white. You're not recording anymore. Boom, there you are. Double tap that to see all the things that you want to see, your telemetry, your flight settings, all the different things that come with the SD10 Plus and the Typhoon G series. Well, that about wraps it up, folks. We showed you how to hook it up, all the accessories, because when I first got my G, there wasn't many videos explaining, and I have to admit to you, I fumbled around a little bit. So once I got it down, I really wanted to show you guys how quickly and easily you could get everything up and running with the Typhoon G. Thank you so much for watching. Hold on, let me get my hat to the head. Boom. Thank you so much for watching my review of how to get everything together with the Yuneec Typhoon G. This is everything you need to get going with the Yuneec Typhoon G to put your GoPro inside and connect it with the wires and everything. When I first got the G, I fumbled around a little bit and there wasn't that many videos explaining exactly what to do. So I really felt like this video was needed. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget, the Chief of Buys, my friends. Have a great day, night, afternoon, morning, whatever. Just enjoy yourself.